Hello kids, this is Darth Devil Daddy, and I am going to be doing a obvious review on this one. This review is an essential PS1 game. That means if you see it and it's a price you can afford, I think it's worth buying. I've actually bought it twice. I sold it once to buy something for the kids when they were young. And I would like to say I've never actually gotten to complete the damn thing. And here's why. I have had 2 PS1 card fails, meaning always double backup on your games. Duh, I don't know why I didn't on this one. Especially considering I've had 2 of them. And I obviously sold it at one point because I never got around to completing it. So, that's how life goes sometimes. But let me turn the music down, because someone's probably going to claim it as their copyright, and I'll have to screw around with that again. Let's give you the breakdown. It is a Delphine game. See, I actually paid a real store, real money, which I know is unusual for me. So Delphware Software International. The game company is Take-Two Interactive, who also owns games you may have heard of, like Rockstar Games. Yeah, I looked them up. I'm like, why have I heard that name? Well, that's why. They own a bunch of companies. They're a multi-billion-dollar industry, and of course, you may have never even heard of them. So why this game? Well, first off, RPG. It's got 8 characters. However, it's like having 4 characters that you can change the gender on. So you got warriors and Amazon for your close combat. They're strength reliant. Doctor Strange and Elvira here, they're your magic users. Grumpy Old Man and Gold Digging Chick are your assassin and thief. And of course, Monkey Man and Chicklet there are your cleric monkey types. I'm going to start him off. We'll give him an incredibly creative name. When you see her name, you'll go, oh, okay, see. Can't delete A, used by Quest 1. So there we go. Now, you can use different characters twice in the quest. So, if I have her up to, a high level, I can start a new quest with her, and they'll make it an expert or master or whatever rating. These levels can go up incredibly quick, though, so I'm not sure how that works. I've never really done that. I may play with it. Oh, here is where we see that there's a dragon involved. Thirst and power and revenge and sexiness. Wait, what? Good God, what is wrong with that dragon? These are like little people. Weird looking ones at that. This is making my controller vibrate. So, PS1 cutscenes were pretty good. And dude's got some pretty freaky eyes. I think that's all we can say about that. That's all we need to say. There's other cutscenes. Most of the cuts in this game aren't a full scene like that either. And I'm still recommending you buy the damn thing. It's amazing, really. And in large part, it's a bit of a grinder. It's got some neat stuff in terms of spells and stuff. There are 30 types of weapons and 32 different spells, which is kind of cool. These weapons don't class restrict. There are 200 enemies and interactive characters, which is pretty cool. 8 playable characters. You saw 32 environments, and that's where it gets weird. Okay, so the town might be considered an environment, big deal, no one cares. I don't think they mean that, though. What I think they mean... Oh, let's see what he's got for a spell. He's got a club. Ray of Injury. That's a good spell. It gets you in close and makes you hurt people. And you get that effect, too, which I've always loved. Wow. There are no armor restrictions on clerics and monks, or weapon restrictions. If I buy a knife, I can use a knife. He will have restrictions based on his attributes. That's it. In large regard, this is one of the most realistic things. Like, I don't have enough dexterity to put on a piece of armor. It's kind of weird still, but other than that. Here's the publican. He will sell you food, which is useless. You pick it up everywhere. There's a torch. Awesome. You can sell artifacts here. They are end-level things. There's not a lot of them, but some of them rake in real money. Resting here is cheaper than buying the potions, which I might as well put those on. Belt 2. Oh, hold on. Better put that on. Yoink. Magic 1. And here's his skill tree. Okay. Master of Arms. Communion. Concentration. Recharging. Most of his stuff is not that impressive. Learning is one I almost always go with first because it makes their experience levels go up quicker.
Yes.
Oh god, you're so creepy, Delson. Anyway. The guy in the blue sells potions and crap. Not literal crap. I mean, who'd be there to buy that? And I'll pick up a helmet, and we'll go out the door. Oh, by the way, this lady over here has a good song, and if you like the songs of this game, this is a really unique feature that I have yet to try out, because I don't have a CD player anymore. You can put this in a CD player, and apparently it will play all the music as a CD. I'm going to turn the volume down, by the way, so we don't have other distractions. Now, this is one of the tips and tricks things. I looked up the tips and tricks. Apparently, the only cheat that anyone's found so far on this, that I found, that's through a couple websites I've looked to, is invincibility. I've never used it. I just actually looked for it tonight. Which I know, you're like, what? Yeah, I'm that old of a gamer. Whoa. Better beat the crap out of those guys. Nice! Ray of Injury lasts for a while, too. I like that. And am I actually in another one? Holy heck. Anyway, it looks like the same map. It's hard to tell. There's a number of maps, and you don't know which one you're going to get. It's not like I get the cleric map. I get whatever map I land in, and then I kind of find out on the way, which I know is kind of weird, but hear me out here. They have the game set to where, how do I put it? You don't end up doing the same thing all the time. So you end up in a position where you might play different levels. Now I'm trying to figure out if I've already played this level or not. There's my XP. The other thing is, I haven't yet found in the land of Ardil here what my quest is, so there may be a different quest. Here we go. This should give me an indicator of what I'm looking at. Oh, how weird. I got this quest on the other character. Huh. Anyway, though. Yeah, here's Dracus. Way cool. Okay, I'm going to do this. And... oh my god, I can't believe I... no, I didn't do that because... oh. Anyway, let's get to the bones of the matter, though. Apparently, if you don't cash in your XP quickly, you're supposed to be able to level up more quickly, up to like 14 or 15 levels on this particular map on the one time you go out. So you just basically grind without collecting your XP. I don't know if that's actually true. I've tried it. The first waves of this stuff, to me, appear to be pretty rapid anyway. So I don't know if going back is actually going to change anything. So that's like the one glitch I've heard of that you can take advantage of, the old exploit. Okay, where the heck is that skeleton? I saw a skeleton. There you are. Eat that skeleton. Each class has its obvious specifications, so I'm probably going to show you some of the cooler stuff that's related to the other class. I don't even bother changing, because when you have a name like, you don't care. You know what I mean? Let's see, R2, 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 R2. And in this case, it didn't drive up much by way of damage or armor class, but the stuff is there, and I don't necessarily feel a great need to save on this, so... Oh, this is really cool. This is one of those things that made me really happy, but isn't necessarily a big thing in the game either. It allows me to go to different places in the game. Okay, it's registered as monsters are nearby. I thought that was really cool. There's messages, so you know what your quests are. Normal stuff. We'll quit the game. Bonk. And I'll show you my babe. The woman, the goddess, Elvira. And why she's so cool? Well, let me show you why she's so cool. We'll continue a quest. Ta-da! By the way, you're thinking only 2 quests per card. Well, hey, get another card. Anyway, and I save on multiple cards. So you should basically find as many of these cards as you can and buy the hell out of them. In general. I mean, I think that's just a must on any of these PS1 games. At some point, I want to do a comparison video of Xbox, PlayStation 2, as well as the GameCube. And then also maybe other generations like X360 versus PS3, PS4 versus X1, stuff like, or X1. Yeah, I guess it is X1. Whoa, what you doing there? That's not cool. So yeah, this is her special ability. No one else has really got an ability like this other than the wizards, and both of them have it. Oh. So, werewolf time. Rah, rah. It's so dumb, I love it. They doesn't even make any cool noises over it, Class restrictions are none. So, let's say I want to use this bow, requires 20 dexterity. Well, I don't have the dexterity, see? Can't do it. But if I put my stuff into that dexterity, I'll have it. And I can use it. And that's kind of cool. I'm not sure if I mentioned this small fact. There's no point in bothering food. Or buying food. Because really, it's just there. It's going to be all over the place. There's one quest on one of the game's levels, which I don't have on this one. There's a Horn of Plenty. And I ended up getting like 20 chicken out of it, which I think is like incredibly strange because, it's like a farmer thing. But the Horn of Plenty did give. I had tons of it. Good times. I never had to buy food again, and honestly, I wasn't expecting to, and every time I played it, food's never been an issue. Now, in the higher levels, it may be. As I noted, I never really did higher level play in this because every time I get anywhere, it screws up. Which on that I thought, I think maybe that's what I should ask my family for Christmas this year. PS1 game cards. They'll be like, why is everything you got gaming or art, Matt? And I'm like, I don't have time to do anything else. Which on that thought, we have used a lot of your time tonight. I would like to thank you. I'd like to encourage you to get this game because it is greatness. And have yourself a Merry Christmas. If it's still that time of year, unless you're watching this like, in June. And if next Christmas, I don't know. Screw it. Anyway, goes out, my friends.